So if you're joining this class later, just forward on while I wait for a few people to join. So we've still got about 3 or 4 minutes till 9. So let's see who we get today. Morning. Morning, Alison. Morning, Long. So little weights if you've got any. Don't worry if you haven't. Just do the exercises without a weight. Or use bags of sugar, tins of beans, little weighted balls. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Helen. Hello, everybody. Has everyone got their windows open? Cool down the house. Morning, Jane. It was so hot last night, wasn't it? It's quite nice actually to get a bit of fresher air. We're moaning about the weather by about Tuesday though. So little hand weights, 1 to 3 pounds I would say, not really any heavier. If you've only got quite heavy weights, just put them, use them as you can and then put them down when you need to. Morning Jen, morning Rebecca. But don't worry, please don't worry if you don't have any weights. Just use your own resistance. The exercises you'll still feel them. Okay? So you decide. But like I said, little tins are probably going to be enough as well. They're about half a kilogram, most tins. So probably about right, about a pound. How are we doing for time? So let's give us another minute. We are going to be doing a little bit more standing work today because we're doing quite a lot of upper body with the weights to start with, before we then come down onto the floor and focus on the core. So make sure you've got the ability to see the camera, your screen okay in standing. Okay, so it's just gone 9 o'clock. We'll get going. Like I said, if anything hurts, okay, so if your shoulders start to ache, if you start to feel this way, you feel you shouldn't be feeling it, I want you to just pop the weights down and do the exercise without, especially if it's the shoulders. With some of the exercises, some of the weight might feel a little bit heavy. So we're going to start with just some arm circles to warm up a little bit. So I just want you to roll your shoulders first a couple of times. Breathe in, breathe out. Think about lengthening through the crown of the head, drawing in through the tummy, and lifting the pelvic floor. We're still rolling in. So just get your weights if you want to. Now you might not want to use the weights for this warm-up one. You're going to turn your palms forwards to me a little. And we're going to just go into some arm circles. So we're going to sweep the weight up. And you can really straighten your arms or you can soften your elbows and control it down. So let's do that again. Inhale, up with your arms. Exhale, slowly down. And again, inhale, up. Exhale, down. And again, up. And down. Nice and controlled. Don't let them just drop. We've got 5 more. Lift. And lower. 4. Good. Inhale, 3. Nice and slow. Remember, don't rush. 2. Tummy tight. 1 more. Now we're going to work the back of the arms a little bit while challenging the core slightly. So we're going to come into a kind of a little bit of a lunge position. So you're going to step your right foot forwards, but straighten your back leg out and soften your front knee a little bit. So you're able to slightly hinge at your hips like this. So then we're going to work the triceps pretty hard, which is the back of your arms. So the first set, you're going to bring your elbows back and up, hold the weights in your hand or the tins towards your body with the palms. We're going to press back, squeeze the elbows straight, and bring it back in. So this is the movement, push and in, and I'm putting a little bend in my front foot and I'm just on my back toe. So let's go 10, 9, 8. If you haven't got any weight, just push your arms and squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, tuck the chin. Now add this, add a step in onto that left toe and then push back, tap the toe. In, push, in, push. 8, soft right knee. 6, squeeze the back of those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, how's your balance? I want you to try and keep your left leg off the floor and do the same thing. So you come in and you push back. In, push back. Now, if your balance is bad, just tap the floor if you need to. 8, 7, 6, squeeze those triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the leg back, turn your palms up and pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shoulder roll. So we have to do exactly the same thing on the other side, okay? So we're going to put the left leg in front, soften the knee, take this leg back. So we're in the front knee, bent and holding most of your weight there. Hinge slightly at your hips, elbows, squeeze them in. So if you see from the front, my elbows are here, not out here. Close to your rib cage. Breathe and push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, tighten the tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now add the step in. Tap the toe, tap it behind. Tap, tap. 8, 7. Keep most of the weight on the left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now try it with the foot off, if you remember. In, out. Much harder on the balance. In, squeeze it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really press the elbows, squeeze the back of the arms. Last 2. Now hold it back, turn your palms up, balance, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Woo, how are the shoulders? How are the shoulders, how are the triceps? If you need to put the weight down, feel free to put it down. We're not quite done here in standing. We're going to go into a balance pose. What else have we got? Hey Lisa, hi Dawn. I might have missed some of you, but morning everybody. Okay, balance. Now if you struggle with your balance, you may just want to lift one heel off the floor. I'm going to give you some options. So heel off. You can bring the leg off and balance like this. Or you can try a little bit of yoga. So this is the tree pose with your foot on your leg. You can bring it as high as you can, basically. So if you can bring it up towards the thigh and into the groin, that's fine. What we're going to do is bring the hands behind the head like this. Breathe in. And we're going to push the arms out to that Y position. So we go here, here, while we're balancing. If you want to, just have your toe on the floor. Let's go for 8, 7. Brace that tummy. That'll help your core. Hold you steady. Tummy tight. I've lost count. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Bring your arms down. Let's get your balance on the other side. Foot forwards. So you can just lift the heel. So more weight is on that right leg. You can bring it to here. You could just bring it in front. You can bring it up into the thigh might need a little bit of help like me, hold it there. Soften the supporting knee slightly. Now from here, what I want you to do this time is bring your arms up in front, breathe in, breathe out, open them, press them back, press through the forearms and bring it in. And in. 8. Feel this is more of a stretch. Squeeze the chest forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Now, final couple of things in standing. Warrior pose, so nice basic position. One foot turns, right foot away, back foot fairly straight. Okay, we're going to soften the front knee. Don't lean into it too much. We're going to turn towards the front foot, okay, and we're going to lift and lower those arms. So look forwards. You might feel a bit of a stretch. Put as much weight as you want to forwards. And then hold it here and go. 10, 9, really push those arms up. Squeeze the back of the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it here. This is what we're going to do. Let me show you. You're going to twist like this. So body goes upright rather than leaning forwards. So we're pushing here into this front foot. You might want to take it further out. We start here and we twist. And we bring it back up and turn that way. So we twist and we lift. With or without the weights, guys. If it's too much, pop them down. So let's go. 8, 7, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Swap straight over. Turn that foot. So left foot forwards, right foot towards the front of the room or towards your camera. Now turn your body, arms at your side, lean into that front knee and lean your chest forwards a little. Let's push it up. 10, 9, 8. They get heavy quick, don't they, these weights? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, straighten your body up. Keep leaning into those legs. So let's activate the legs and make them work. Brace your thighs. Lean in. From here, breathe in, breathe out. Twist to the T. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shoulders should be burning. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! Okay guys, let's take it down onto the floor. So just take it nice and steady, make your way down and sit with your legs out straight. Now if you struggle to sit with your legs straight, I want you to bend your knees a little. We've not finished with these arms yet, I'm afraid. So if you're struggling, shoulders are burning, you're feeling your neck, you're not feeling it in the right place, I want you to pop it down. Do this without the weight. So let me show you it without the weight. Legs nice and straight and sit up tall. I don't want you here slumping back. So if you can't sit up straight, bend the knees so that you're able to. But this, you have to work your core to get this upright position. So it should be a bit of a fight. Sit up, draw the tummy in. So this is what the arms are going to do. Don't do it yet. Let yourself have a break. You're going to have your arms out but your shoulders down. So we don't want this. We're going to lift the arms up. We're going to draw them down, lift them back up, bring them in front. That's one repetition. So it's here, it goes up, up like that, down like that, up, in front, okay? With or without the weight, let's have a go at this. Then we'll start to add a bit more core work in terms of your abdominals. So sit up, arms out. So these feel pretty heavy already. So we're going to lift, lower, shoulder press up, lower back in front. That's one. Up, down, up. Sit tall, up, up. Good. Really control this. Up. Let's do 5 more. 5. This is 4. Arms in line with the ears when you come back. This is 3. This is 2. Keep sitting tall. Last one. And release. Okay, now let's go into our scoop position. So what you need to do now is bend the knees and come onto the heels. Sit up tall, scoop back. So remember, draw the tummy in. We want that flexion now through the spine. We want the tummy to work. Then we're going to bring the arms out with the weight, if you can, into the bicep curl. So hands towards the shoulders whilst holding the tension in your tummy. So, and out. Squeeze and out. Let's do 10. If you're not feeling your tummy, roll back a little bit more. 8, 7, let your arms fully straighten between each one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forwards, take a little breather, inhale up, go down again. Scoop, 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 scoop. Hold the tension, tummy. Now this time, bring your arms into here. We're going to go out and in. If you want to go for singles or no weight at all, because this is tough on the core, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forwards, take a break. Nose to the knees. Sit up. Good. Last one here before we come onto the floor. Rotation. So the move is like this. You come down, and again, with or without the weight, we're going to almost think about punching the weight. So it starts here. You're going to punch low to start with as you rotate. So 1 each way, and then you're going to reach up and across. 1 each way. Okay? I'm going to stay down here the whole time. If you need a break, roll back up and take one, or drop the weight and continue if you've had enough when your shoulders are hurting. So roll down, scoop out the tummy, find the tension, hands are close to the body, we twist across, down below the knee, in, across. Now lift it up towards the corner of the room, down, follow it with your eyes. That's 1, down, down, lift, lift, keep that tummy tight, down, down, lift, lift, keep going, twist, really work those waist muscles, reach, reach, 5, lift, lift, 4, get as much rotation as you can, exhale, exhale, 3, keep the legs still, last one, down, down, lift, lift, lower the weights, roll down and stretch for me. So straighten out your legs, stretch your arms overhead. Oh, and hopefully your heart rate is up and you're feeling you're working not just your arms but your core and your abdominals. We're going to come back to a little bit of upper body work. Okay, in a second, but let's just go through our next exercise, abdominals, double leg stretch. So I'll show you the move and you can choose how you're going to do this. So your easiest option is knees and ankles together. This is where you start. You push your legs away. Okay, if you want to keep your head down and shoulders down, that's perfect. You can just do this. You've got to imprint the back. You mustn't let your back come away from the floor. If it is, just reduce the legs and how low you're taking them, okay? So that's an easier option. Option 2 is to just reach your arms as well. So the arms, they go overhead as if you're taking off a hat, and then they circle round. So they go out and round. They go out and round. Okay. Option 3, so we're getting harder now. We lift the head and shoulders off. The same thing, we don't drop the head and shoulders, but the arms and legs go away, they come round. They go away, they come round. Option 4 is with the weight, with the arm circles. It's a lot of pressure on the shoulder joint, so if you've got any issues, I want you to do it without. So you decide what you're using, lift yourself up. I want you to really draw your knees in, tighten your tummy. Okay, reach towards your heels. There's your start position. We're going to do it slow first, so push away and circle round. Push away and circle round. Now if you've got it, let's go quicker. Out, round. Take off your hat, circle round. In. We're going for 8. Squeeze those abs. 7, 6, 5, 4. Is that back still imprinted? 2, 1. Squeeze in, hold, and release. Hug your knees in. Give them a little circle. Bring your feet down and roll up into your bridge. So lift the hips, push them up, feel a stretch through the tummy, through the hip joint. Hold it there. Good. So we've been working the tummy on our roll down and on that last exercise. So let's come over and continue with some core work. Have your weights just near you for a sec. Let's go into our down dog. So tuck your toes, push your bottom in the air, and take your feet a little wider apart than your hips. And then press back. And then pedal through the feet. Just see how the back of the body is feeling. Giving your upper body a little break. Not much. Good. And then come down onto the floor into all fours. We're going to find our neutral position. I want you to think about lifting your belly throughout this exercise. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Oh, you know when that happens, that's horrible. Okay, so hands under shoulders, knees under hips, your shoulders away from your ears. Your tailbone stays gently up. Now the exercise, I'm going to show you it first without the weight. If you want to add the weight when you do it, that's fine. You'll have the weight in your left hand and you'll straighten out the left arm and the right leg. Okay. There's going to be an outward movement. So you take both arm and leg out to the side. So if I show you from here, the leg and arm out as far as you can without moving your torso. What you don't want to do is shift your torso, but that's going to stay still. So we go out, in, and then bring the elbow to the knee. And back out. That's 1. So it's out, in, together, back out. Keeping the torso as still as you can, engaging the core. So let's have a go. If you want the weight, pick it up in your left hand. Lift that right leg off first. Squeeze the bottom. Straighten out your left arm. Okay, let's go out, in, together. Out, in. Now as you bring your hand towards your knee or your elbow towards your knee, don't let your bum tuck under. Out, in. Good. Now really push away from the floor with the right hand. Out, in, together. Hold that balance. Out. Can you go a little wider out? 4 more. Out, in, together. Out, in, together. 2 more. Out, in, hold, and release. Shall stretch back, shake out that right wrist. If you need to come onto the fist, if you need to roll up your mat so you've got a bit more support for the wrist, that's fine. If you need to come onto your forearm, you can also do that. Okay, you could come down like this. It's a little harder with the arms. I wouldn't recommend using the weight when you do that. But I don't want the wrists to be the reason you can't do this exercise. So let's go back, reset. Push away from the floor with that left hand. Okay, you're going to lengthen out the left leg. So the left hand is doing what some of the left leg weight. So we've got to really work this arm. We're going to lift the right arm up, lift the left leg, get your balance, draw your belly up, breathe in. Now breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, that's the breathing pattern. Out, in, out, in. We're going for 8. 7. We'll really keep the belly tight so I'm not seeing flexion and extension of the spine. 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Out, in, together, hold, and release. Good. Come back. Give your shoulders a roll. Put your fingertips together, interlink, round out your upper back. Just press your shoulder blades apart. Lift up your arms. And release. Okay. Now, we're going to do a plank position using the weight if you can. And we're going to have just the weight. We're going to start with the weight in the right hand. Now, when you come into your plank, I want wide legs. This is going to help your stability. So wider than your hips. If you're struggling, come onto the knees to do this. So 3/4 plank. Because this is pretty tough, this row exercise. Okay, so up we go. With or without the weight, plank's hard enough. Push into that left hand. Bring the left hand slightly further in. Tummy tight. Right arm, elbow to ceiling. 10. Tap the floor. 9. Tap. Don't twist your body. Keep it still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Swap straight over. So that other arm is having to work really hard to stabilize you. You've got to really push, brace the tummy. Let's go into the position. We're legs wide, right hand slightly more central than normal. Squeeze the glutes, tighten the tummy. Left hand towards the ribs. 10. Tap. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. Don't twist your body. 1. And release. Down dog. Walk it back. Good. And back forwards onto the knees. And back into shell stretch. Okay, we're going to do one more section for the tummy before we stretch. So I want you to turn over onto your back again. We're going to do our single leg stretch, okay? And then we're going to do an opening and closing of the legs. We're going to go quite quickly from one exercise to the other, so if you need to take a break, you need to listen to your body. Remember, we want to focus on doing it well. So we're making sure we're staying imprinted when we've got both legs off the floor. Listen to your body if your shoulders are giving you discomfort that isn't just a burning of the muscles working. So single, I'm going to just quickly show you what you're going to do. Single leg stretch is the one where we bring one leg in, push the other leg away. And there's going to be various options with your arms. If you need to keep your head down, keep it down. So the first thing, with or without the weight, push the arms up as if you're trying to reach for the ceiling. So really reach away. Okay, bring the legs to tabletop, hold the tummy down. If you want to, head and shoulders off, stay here. And we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really reach. So you're trying to get your shoulder blades off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the right knee in. Bring your arms down. Lift up. This is what their arms are going to do this time. They're going to go out and in. The head and shoulders stay off if you can. So let's go. Arms are over and down as the right knee comes in. 8, 7. If you need to rest your head because it's aching, just do the arms and the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, bring your left knee in, straighten your right leg out. Lift higher if you've dropped. Off we go again. This time it's the opposite way. Back, in, back, in. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay, last thing, I promise, before we stretch. So, you know these classes are always 35 minutes. 30 minutes of work, 5 minutes of stretching. So from here, this is your last little sequence. Legs up, straight as you can get them. Don't worry if they're slightly bent. You're going to take them out to the side and do a little pulse. So pulse, pulse, together. Pulse, pulse, together. Arms with or without the weight. You're going to push them up, but we're not lifting the head and shoulders off yet. So push your arms up, keep them over your chest. Off we go. Pulse, pulse, together. Pulse, pulse, together. Don't let them just flop. Control that lowering. 8. Is your rib cage down? Hold it. Every time you exhale, really draw that belly in. Let's do 4, 3, pulse, pulse, 2, 1. Now let's try this. As the legs go out, I want you to bring your hands towards your chest, but don't touch the floor with your elbows. Pulse, pulse, lift. Pulse, pulse, lift. Your inner thigh is going to feel this pretty soon, and maybe tomorrow as well. So it's a stretch and a strength exercise, which is what we need. 6, 5, 4, pull that tummy in. 3, 2, 1. Now last set, lift up, continue. Keep your head and shoulders off. Pulse, lift, pulse, pulse together. Pulse, pulse together. Can you lift higher? Abs down. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Now, stretch the inner thigh. Let your knees fall out. And I quite like to put the weight just on the inside of the knees to add a little bit of weight just to stretch. So you just get a bit more than gravity doing it, and a bit more than just your hands. So if that's too much, just pop the weight down. Breathe in. Anyone else sweaty like me? Okay, hold it there. In and out. And then release the weight. Let's rock ourselves up into sitting. We're going to do a couple of stretches now. Sit with your legs in that V position about 90 degrees. Lift your arms up. Reach, drop your chin. Reach towards your toes. Feel the stretch in the back, in the hamstrings, maybe in the inner thigh. Good, roll up. Now, let's see if you can get your right hand on the floor in front of you. Okay, let's see if you can get your forearm in front of you. Don't worry if you can't, just reach towards that. Then with your left arm, let's rotate it up as far as you can. You might not get it vertical, but rotate as high as you can, looking towards it. Let's do that on the other side. So left hand towards the inside of your right knee, then try and lower, and then lift. Now if you want to, you could lift the elbow if your shoulders are an issue, or you can lift up. So I can get a lot further on this side. Let's do that again. Let's see if I can get further on the other side. So bring your elbow to the inside of your right knee and your hand towards the left knee. And you might really pick up any differences from one side. Breathe in and then swap again. Don't force it, remember. I want you to be careful with your back. And release. If you're struggling, sit on a cushion or a block. Legs forwards. Take your right foot over to the floor on the other side. Hug the knee in with your left arm. And then just push off your right hand to twist. Feel a stretch in the glute. Feel a nice stretch through the middle of your back. Inhale. Bring it back. Let's do the other side. Put your left leg over, foot on the floor. Use your right arm to pull that knee towards the right shoulder. And then twist. Good. And release. Come back to the center. Sit cross-legged. I'm going to sit on my block. Sit however's comfortable for you. Bring your arms across your body, round out your back. So let's stretch between the shoulder blades and into the back of the shoulders. Deep breath. And then lift up your arms. Now release your fingertips, reach your right arm down the back and help it out with the other one. So pull it back and towards you to get that stretch in the triceps. We work these a lot. Okay, any exercise where you're straightening out your elbow, you're working your tricep. And then swap. Here. Good. Reach up. Bring your arms around. Sink your shoulder blades. Go over into your side stretch. Reach. Press down into that hip so you're not lifting your bottom off the block. Breathe in. And swap. Big stretch. Inhale. And release. Good, let's roll the shoulders. Let's finish with a nice deep breath. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Look down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Look to the center. Lift the shoulders. Drop the tension. Shake it out. Well done, everybody. Let me know how you found it. Let me know if you want more with the weights or less with the weights or what you struggled with, and I'll help you out if you've got any issues. Have a lovely weekend. I am going to do some more nutrition work, but it's probably going to be either tomorrow morning or on Monday evening after the class. So not today for the nutrition stuff, but let me know when would suit you best if you're interested. Monday evening at 6:30 or tomorrow morning maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. Have a lovely weekend and I will see you on Monday, if not before, for nutrition. Take care.